What is going on, you guys? It's your girl Diana back at you with another YouTube video. These spooky season vibes do not stop in Pokemon Go because today they announced part 2 of the Halloween event. And let me tell you, part 2 is even better than part 1, so you're gonna want to stay tuned for this one so that you don't miss out. If you're new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button so that you can stay up to date on the latest Pokemon news, whether that's mainline games, Pokemon Go, or even the Pokemon anime. And of course, give this video a thumbs up if you are a Pokemon fan so we can push it out into the YouTube algorithm so that more Pokemon fans can see it and we can all vibe in the comments. And if you would like another way to support the channel, please feel free to check out the merch store. There is a link down below in the description that takes you to not only my merch store, but also all my other socials so you can keep up with what I'm doing on a daily basis. But let's hop into part 2 of the Halloween event. Part 2 of the Halloween event starts the literal day that part 1 ends, which is Thursday, October 27th at 10 a.m. and goes until November 1st at 10 a.m. And in part 2 of the Halloween event, we are getting 5 new costume Pokemon, including costume Vulpix, which can be shiny and you can evolve it into Ninetales wearing a costume, which it looks like they're wearing a cute little Halloween themed scarf, which is actually adorable. And I will absolutely be catching as many of those as possible because I love Vulpix and I love Ninetales. So I'm probably gonna have to update my Pokemon storage so I can fit them all. We'll also be getting costume Gengar, which it looks like he's got a little hat on, and which of course can be shiny. We'll be getting costume Pumpkaboo that has the cutest little top hat and bow tie. And for the first time ever, Pumpkaboo is going to be available in its shiny form, which of course you'll be able to evolve your Pumpkaboo into costume Gourgeist. Also, something to note is that you will only be able to get costume Gengar through raid battles, so you won't be able to get it through field research or wild encounters. The timed research is basically going to be the same as part 1. You're going to have a $1 option that gives you encounters with Yamask and Galarian Yamask, and you have a $5 option that gives you increased candy bonuses, an avatar item, and special Halloween themed tasks. And for free-to-play accounts, there is of course still special research that will be available to claim from Thursday, October 20th at 10 a.m. local time through Tuesday, November 1st at 10 a.m. local time. We'll also be getting spooky themed 7-kilometer eggs in part 2 as well. You have the chance of hatching Yamask and Galarian Yamask, Phantom, Golett, and Noibat, with Yamask, Galarian Yamask, and Noibat all having the chance of being shiny, so those are definitely the ones you're going to want to focus on. And if you thought the 7-kilometer eggs were looking good, wait till you hear about the wild encounters. And make sure you grab a snack, grab a drink, because there will be 15 wild encounters during this event. And some of them are costume Pokemon. These wild encounters include Pikachu wearing a Mischief costume, which it looks like he's got a cute little top hat, Spooky Festival costume Vulpix, Zubat, Haunter, Spinarak, Murkrow, Misdreavus, Sableye, Shuppet, Dusclops, Piplup with a little pumpkin hat, which I am absolutely obsessed with, and I will 1000% be trying to get as many of those as possible because Piplup is my favorite starter, and come on, it's literally adorable. You'll also be able to encounter Yamask, Golett, Phantom, and costume Pumpkaboo. And for my shiny hunters, 11 of those 15 encounters are available in their shinies. Basically, all of them can be shiny except for Haunter, Phantom, Dusclops, and Golett. The avatar updates in part 1 will still be available for purchase in the shop as well, which were the updated Spooky pose where it literally walks around like a zombie, the Dusclops costume and head wrap, and the Zubat headband. The remixed Lavender Town music will also still be playing every night. And just like part 1 of this event, all of the event bonuses are very on brand for Halloween and all revolve around candy. You'll be getting 2 times the candy for catching Pokemon, 2 times the candy for hatching Pokemon, 2 times the candy for transferring Pokemon, and trainers level 31 and up will get a guaranteed XL candy when walking with their buddies. Of course, Origin Form Giratina will still be available in raids for part 2 of the Halloween event, since technically it will be in raids from Thursday, October 20th at 10 a.m. through Tuesday, November 1st at 10 a.m. And if you do catch it, it will have the move Shadow Force, which has 120 power in trainer battles and 140 power for gyms and raids. And speaking of raids, we'll be getting the following. Our 1-star raids will feature Sableye, Purloin, Yamask, Galarian Yamask, and Phantom, with Sableye, Yamask, and Galarian Yamask all having the chance of being shiny. Our 3-star raids are going to feature costume Gengar, which is the only place you'll actually be able to get the costume Gengar, Umbreon, costume Drifblim, Drapion, and Phantom, with Gengar and Drifblim both having the chance of being shiny. 5-star raids are of course going to be Origin Form Giratina, which does have the chance of being shiny as well, and our Mega raids will be Mega Bayonet, which also has the chance of being shiny. And if that wasn't enough chances to catch some of these rare or shiny Pokemon, we're also going to be getting a ton of field research task encounters, including costume Pikachu, costume Vulpix, Shuppet, costume Piplup, Duskull, Yamask, Galarian Yamask, and Phantom, which Phantom is the only one out of all of those that will not be available in a shiny form. And of course, for completing your field research task, you're also going to be able to earn Mega Gengar energy and Mega Absol energy. So as you can see, there is a ton of great stuff being added in part 2. If you are a Pokemon Go player that focuses on rarity, I would try to get as many of these costume Pokemon as possible, since of course costume Pokemon only come around during events like this one, and you'll get even more bragging rights if you're able to get a shiny costume Pokemon, because everybody knows how hard those are to get. But that is going to wrap up part 2 of the Halloween event, and this should also wrap up our October 2022 event. So of course, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments, and let me know what Pokemon you're most excited for during this event. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Love you guys. Bye!